Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I would love it if you did hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So in today's video, I am going to go ahead and do a look with the new ColourPop Wild Nothing. So I did go ahead and place an order on ColourPopCosmetics.com. All I got from this collection was the palette, but in today's video I am going to go ahead and do a look with it. This is the box that it comes in, and then when you open it up, it obviously comes with all this good bubble wrap, and then this is the inside of the box. I'm pretty sure you guys know how ColourPop boxes are, but this is just everything that I got. So they give you a card, nothing on it, it just has like a cute little saying, and then obviously the start of the show for today's video, the palette. So I really do love the way ColourPop Cosmetics wraps their orders and stuff. Not only do they add a layer of bubble wrap inside the box, but also they wrap the individual items as well. So after opening the box, it comes like this, and then here's the palette. I love this palette, like just the box and the cactus and just the way it looks. I love it. This is why it drew me into it, just because of the way the packaging is. But this is how the box looks, and then this is the back. It does have the names of the shadows on the box, and it does also have like these little bumps which you can feel both on the back and in the front. So this is a pressed powder palette. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So again, just like the packaging, the box packaging, it's the same thing as the cardboard packaging on the actual palette itself. You do feel these little bumps right here on the front and back. You do also get the names of the shadows on the back as well, which I do like. I do like that. Let me just talk about the packaging though. Like, look how pretty this packaging is. Like, it's so pretty. So opening it up, you obviously get your little plastic thing that just fell. This palette does not come with a mirror, but here's what the inside of the palette looks like. Super pretty. It's more on the neutral side, which I'm not mad about, but I am more of a colorful person. But for those of you who are more on the natural side, you would definitely love this palette. Well, I hope so. Let's go ahead and do some swatches and then jump right into the video. So before I do give some swatches, I will go ahead and just go over the names in this palette. So the first one right here is called Crystal Cove, which is more of like a bone highlight if you do like the matte type of looks. The second one is Sultan, which is more of like a kind of shimmery shade. The third one is Coastline, which is also like a shimmery shade. Fourth one is Top Down. That one's really pretty. The second row, first one is called Morningside. The second one is called Seashells. I do love this green. This is why I also picked up the palette, because of the green in here. This is more of like a shimmery shade. And the second one is Alcove. The fourth one on the second row is called Spirited. The third row, first shade, is called Vagabond. The second one on the third row is called Hot Springs. The third one is called Come Together. I love this shade. This shade looks so pretty. And then the darkest shade in this palette is called No Bounds. So for today's look, I am going to do more of like a natural look, just because that is what the palette consists of, is more natural colors. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the shade Vagabond, and with that I am using a pointed crease eyeshadow brush by Profusion, and I'm just going to go ahead and run that right into the crease. I did go ahead and do my brows and prime my eyelids off camera, so that I already did. So now I'm just going to go ahead and jump into that shade and run that right into the crease. Using the same brush and just dipping into the shade Come Together, and we are going to also run that on the outer corner of the crease and slightly into the crease. now I am going to go ahead and pick up the shade No Bounds, which is the darker brown in this palette, the only dark color in this palette. And I'm going to apply that on the outer corner and just focus that more on the outer corner just to give it more of like a smoky look. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease, and with that I am using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer and a AOA Studio flat concealer brush, and I'm gonna cut the crease and I will be right back for the next step. So now that the crease is cut, I am going to go back into the darker shade and just blend that slightly into the concealer. Now for the lid part, I'm gonna jump into the shade Crystal Cove and apply that right where I applied the concealer. That Crystal Cove shade is really pretty on the lid. It has like tiny specks of glitter in it, or yeah, like shimmer. It's very pretty. The next step I'm gonna do is go ahead and apply some Beauty Creations glitter on the cut crease part, and then I will be back for the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara, apply some false lashes, and do my other eye, and then I will be back to show you guys the lower lash line. Okay, you guys, so dipping right back into the palette, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the shade Hot Springs and run that right underneath the lash line. Next, I am going to go ahead and take a white eyeliner pencil and run that right in the waterline. For the inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the green shade that's in the palette, the only green shade that's in the palette, which is named Seashells, and I'm going to use that with a pencil brush. I'm going to scrunch my brush and apply that in the inner corner. Alright my love, so this is the finished look using the ColourPop Wild Nothing. My thoughts on this palette, like even though it's an everyday natural, I really do enjoy it. It is something you could grab and quickly just use. It's a very pretty palette, although it is, like I said, natural. The shades are really pretty. The shimmery shades in here glide on like butter. The matte shades in here do blend out very nicely. I really do love this palette. It is a very like a go-to everyday type of palette. I do want to get my hands on the other items in this collection. This is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, turn your post notification bell on to be notified every time I post a new video. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one.